Well, good evening on this day, 1204 of the Trump administration, 180 days until our presidential election. And as all presidents know, the White House ushers and the U.S. Navy stewards who serve the president often perform the most private functions behind the scenes at the White House. They are often the first person a president sees in the morning and the last person at night. They serve Diet Coke and coffee and water in the Oval Office, and upstairs, the men who serve as valets may lay out clothing for the president for the day while handling laundry and meals and packing for trips. Richard Nixon's valet, Manolo Sanchez, was famously loyal and grew close to the boss both in office and later on in his retirement years. So today, when we heard that the president's U.S. Navy valet had the coronavirus, we knew it had come very close to the president. Just today, this country lost over 2,100 people. That's our one-day death toll as this illness continues to grow, bringing our national death toll tonight to 76,441 lives lost. Indeed, it was news of a positive case inside the White House residence that led the news coverage today. The president was asked about that and precautions.
I've had very little personal contact with this gentleman. Know who he is, good person, but I've had very little contact. Mike has had very little contact with him. But Mike was tested and I was tested. We were both tested. Yeah, it's a little bit strange, but it's one of those things.
NBC reports Trump became, quote, lava-level mad at his staff after learning about the valet and said he doesn't feel they are doing all they can to protect him from the virus. Trump said he and Pence tested negative both Wednesday and Thursday, says they'll now be tested daily. He added the valets and other White House staff members all wear masks these days, yet, as we've seen, the president pointedly does not. Tonight, the Associated Press reports, quote, Trump has told advisors that he believes wearing one would send the wrong message and make it seem like he is preoccupied with health instead of focused on reopening the nation's economy. Trump has also told confidants he fears he would look ridiculous in a mask and the image would appear in negative ads. White House aides say the president hasn't told them not to wear masks, but few do. President's been relentlessly messaging the need to reopen our country, get the economy restarted. At least 43 states to that end will be partially opened in some form or fashion this coming weekend, even with the concerns about moving too quickly and with testing still way below what experts say is needed. This morning, the AP reported the White House shelved CDC guidelines that lay out a step-by-step process for states to reopen safely. Again, NBC News has confirmed this story. Administration officials telling NBC News the White House views the CDC guidelines as too strict and has asked for revisions. Trump repeatedly says the decision-making should be left to the states, and he said it again today.
The governors have great power as to that given by us. We rely on them, we trust them, and hopefully they're making the right decisions.
This pandemic continues to take an unprecedented toll, of course, on our nation's economy. Over 3 million people filed for unemployment just in the space of last week. That means over 33 million have lost jobs over the past 7 weeks, or roughly 20% of Americans who were all gainfully employed back in February. And this is no easy time for those trying to get benefits so they can keep food on the table.
Just like when you would call a radio station to try to win concert tickets, that's how you have to call unemployment.
Tomorrow morning, the Labor Department releases the April monthly employment numbers. As this New York Times headline puts it, expect a portrait of devastation.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.